Live from Break Free Worldwide headquarters in Houston, Texas. With your host, Jeremy. And B-Boy Moy. And joining us tonight,
yo, what's up, everybody? What's up, world? This is Jeremy. My name is Jeremy.
Moy.
Oh man, welcome to episode number 22 of Break Free World.
Woo! It's gonna be a good one.
It's gonna be a good one. Hey, I like what you just said before we went live, and you said you needed a laugh.
I do, man.
We've been stressful.
I've been stressed out. We just opened up our second location, and
yeah, man,
things have been crazy lately. So
yeah, but
I haven't laughed in a minute.
But this episode is not about us. Don't get it twisted, all right? It's about this special character, and if any way to describe him, he's a very, very special character. He's our boy. He's our boy. You might know him. Or you probably don't know him. You've probably seen him and wonder what the hell he does.
You've probably seen him on all of our social media pages.
Yeah.
Every single one of us like to talk about him and share about him.
Make no mistake, though, he's there for a reason.
Introducing
Monster Energy sponsored Barber, June the Barber.
AKA the Hood Icon.
Make some noise. Make some noise.
Hey, you know what I thought was gonna happen? I thought you were gonna put that one with the little booty committee.
Oh my God, man! How you feeling?
Just go ahead and show it already, cause you're gonna bust it out.
No, we're gonna wait for a little bit.
Yeah, but we're gonna warm it up. We're gonna make this real nice, like, all right. How you feeling, first of all?
What's good, bro?
First things first. I just came from the shop, cutting hair.
And that's what you do.
That's what I do. I cut hair.
Explain to the little people more about that. What does it mean to cut hair? How you love it? Yeah, a little bit to the people. Explain a little bit to the people.
That I cut hair? Yeah, they should know.
What do you do?
All right, for y'all that don't know, my name is June the Barber.
Mm-hmm.
I've been cutting hair for a long time. Long time. Nah, all right, cool. Check it out. All right, June. For y'all that don't know me, cut hair, Southern Comfort Barbershop. Been cutting hair since 2004. Long time.
You went to barber college?
I went to barber college.
You're an actual barber?
Yeah, I got a master 1,500 hours.
Your PhD?
I should be. I don't know what a 1,500 hours like equal to nowadays. Like a little, like just like a regular thing.
Proper hood degree.
Yeah.
PhD.
And that's all I got. That's all I got behind my name.
So that's all you've been doing this whole
cutting
time?
hair. Yeah, I've been
2004. Where'd you start grinding?
Out of my garage. My brother's best friend was a haircut guy.
A barber?
Second war. Yeah, second war. And I used to check him out cutting hair. He's like, damn, I'm gonna do that.
Damn.
And I just started cutting hair in middle
crazy.
school to high school. They gave me two choices. You want to be in choir or you want to be a basketball trainer? And I was like, damn, that's all you got for me?
What school offers that?
Chavez. It was Chavez.
Basketball trainer.
So then I was like, yo, I'm just gonna become like a basketball trainer, but I'm gonna cut hair in the.
You started cutting people in the locker room. That's what I heard.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's how I started. I started cutting hair in the locker room.
Damn.
All I knew was edge ups, no fades, no none of that.
Mm-hmm.
What would you charge them?
A couple bucks,
$2,
$4.
Bag of hot Cheetos.
Yeah, whatever. It wasn't like, but I would make sure they
crazy.
pay. And then it started booming in that locker room, bro, because I started getting people come from like Milby, Yates to get haircuts. So there would be fights broken out. And like, what the hell are you doing here? Blah, blah, blah. I was getting a haircut. Like, getting a haircut? Like, what are you doing? And the whole time I was cutting hair in the back in the locker room.
And they came all the way for you?
All the way over here. So they were like starting to mess with other people and stuff like that.
I didn't even know
so
that.
what made it so special? Why were people coming to you?
Because at that point, nobody was doing like designs. I just knew how to do edge ups and designs. I didn't know how to fade. So one of my friends, Hiram, I did a design on the side of his head with an edge up only. And then like everybody, yo, I want the design. It was like 2 lines and a star. I was like, all right, cool, shoot, I'll do it. Come on, boom, 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 boom. And that's how it kind of took off from there in high school. And then just started cutting hair. I went to a barber college first. I didn't sign up. I was like, nah, I'm just going to cut hair in my garage. Started cutting hair in my garage. Every Saturday, I set up like a bunch of chairs. And then I went to barber college afterwards because I figured that's what I was going to do.
For most barbershops, do you need a like barber degree or a barber certificate? I don't know what's it called. I don't know what to call it, to be honest.
It's a barber license.
It's a barber license.
Yeah,
so you need a barber license.
Yes.
Did you bring
cut
it with
hair
you?
at a barber shop?
Did you bring your license with you to prove it?
Nah, I don't need it. Like,
okay.
Certified player right there, bro.
Yeah, you need it just to cut hair at a barber shop because you get fined if they go in there or whatever, stay bored or whatever. You know how it goes. But other than that, yeah, you need a barber license to cut hair, and then you get you like a little booth rental license.
So since the beginning, have you always been called June the Barber?
No.
Yeah, where's that name come from? Let the people know.
Where June? All right, where June comes from, I was cutting hair at the barbershop I'm in now.
Yeah.
I was like 15 years old.
Southern Comfort. Shout out Southern Comfort.
Shout out Southern Comfort. I was like 15 years old then, and I started cutting hair there for like a month. But I was the youngest one, so like everybody would call me, "What's up, Junior? What's up, Junior? Junior for being a young guy."
Yeah.
And so then a lot of my friends from throughout that shop while I was there just called me Junebug, Junior, June, and it just something that stuck with it.
Yeah.
And then it was better than my first name, which is, I think so. If you don't know my first name, then don't ask me. So then I ran with it. It was something that I ran with, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I just took off running with it.
You have a first name?
Yeah, I got a first name.
What is it?
You don't know? June, yeah.
Middle name Duh, last name Barber. June the Barber.
Duh. How you spell duh?
D-A, not T-H-A.
I love how every barber has the barber.
The barber.
Mike the Barber.
Mark the Barber.
You started that,
Barber.
Huh?
Be real, you started that?
What, the barber stuff?
Being called the Barber.
Man, I just remember saying, I didn't want it to be T-H-E, like June the Barber. I was like, man, nah, June the like duh, man, you know what I'm saying? So I put D-A. So I was like, June the Barber. Yeah, so that's just how that came.
Oh my God.
That's what's up.
So what do you got to do with breakdancing?
I don't have nothing to do with breakdancing.
Yeah, I think the people want to know.
don't even know.
What do you have to do with breakdancing?
All right,
bro?
so I don't know how long it was ago. When did we open that? When did you open that first break? When did you?
You might know.
Hey, for real.
No,
Hey, we are. You're family.
Hey, how you
You're part
loaded
of the team.
Booming in my
You can take it out. Take it out. Take it out.
All right, hey, look. How long ago was it that you opened?
2011, August of 2011.
You can just take them off.
August, yeah. So around that time is when I came over here. I remember I ran into Moy. I wasn't cutting his hair yet.
You lay tile down though. Be real.
I don't know what I did.
You can put it on. Just put one.
I don't know what I did. I put yeah, I helped him do a few things over there,
You
right?
painted. You
but
put
I
a brush
don't know
stroke?
what something. I don't remember. I was doing something over there. I remember those days though. But I remember going over there and then I was talking to Moy. We were cool, whatever. But I remember him since he was a kid back in Magnolia at the church bazaars. He was running around breakdancing and stuff. And I would see him, right? So then I came over here, and at that time I always, like low key, I always wanted to be a breakdancer, but I never was. You feel me? But I miss with it. You know what I'm saying? I would come over here and watch the
breaking.
Yeah.
You got some windmills, right?
Breakdance. What
You
is
got
it?
some windmills.
Yeah, I got windmills.
Yeah.
I definitely got a lot of, like, I've been around it for a long time. So then anyways, it goes like this. So I will go over there. I'll see them breakdance. I would just come around all the time because I like the breaking. That's it, really.
Yeah, you started coming to the Monster Nights when we used to have them on Wednesday. We used to do it every Wednesday.
Yeah.
Every Wednesday will pop
Every
off.
Wednesday will pop off over here.
Over 100 every time.
Booming, yeah.
At the time, you were the only person that would buy our snacks from our vending machine. We had a vending machine when we first opened up Break
I
Free.
killed that vending machine.
And
You
it-
supported us with
June
numbers.
was the only one supporting it. None of the B-boys had enough money to even buy a snack from
So
the
at
machine.
Monster Night back in the day, you was either sitting there with a box of Little Caesars pizza,
Yeah.
or a packet of Skittles with some Starburst.
That was real because you knew I was
Some
about
hot
to come.
Cheetos.
I was about to come and post up and just
Sprite,
keep the
Dr.
scene.
Pepper.
I got a lot of hours in the breakdancing. People
If you look at that footage, you'll probably see you just sitting in the back, just like that.
post it up.
Just sitting
Yeah.
like that and eating them.
So
Hey,
then,
he'd be like, "Hey, Moy, come here real quick. Hey, who's that? Hey, tell him I'll give $50 if he calls him out."
yeah.
He would
I
do
would
that
do
too.
that.
And you used to be like, "Hey, Jeremy, who here got the best head spins?" And I'll be like, "That guy and that guy." You'd be like, "Hey, tell him I'll watch him battle. Who got the best head spins for $100?"
Yeah, I would do that. I would do that.
And then that's how I met more and boom, 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 boom. And then I don't know. One day I told her, I was like, "Hey, fool." He would travel him, and I was like, "Man, I want to travel, right?" And then I think it was, I don't remember the time I went out of town with you.
Yeah, probably like 2000.
It was like 5-6 years ago, 6
It was
years ago.
probably 2013, 2014.
This fool said, "Hey, let's go to LA." I was like, "What? Hell, I ain't never flew before." And then I went to LA, and then
Yeah, I remember I told you, I said, "Man, come on, I'll start telling everybody you my barber and everybody
yeah,
this."
yeah. And then we went to Rock the Bells one year.
Yeah, that's.
And did a video.
Yep.
And then
And then we lost all the footage.
Dang, yeah, we lost all the footage. There was a lot
I
of footage.
accidentally deleted it.
Yeah,
We had a bunch of tight
we had a
footage.
bunch of tight footage and stuff. And at that moment right there, I was like, man, that's when I was like, yo, this traveling is tight. And then I would travel with him. Bro, I took a lot of trips. Like, I took a lot of trips with this fool right here. And then I would just travel with him for no reason.
Traveling is cool. I realized traveling was cool.
Traveling was cool, and now it's like, damn.
You still scared of flying though?
Yeah, hell yeah, I'm still scared of flying.
You be gripping the seats.
I gripped the seat, and when I went to Cleveland this last weekend,
Yeah, how is it when you don't fly with us? When you fly solo?
I just try to figure
You
it
okay?
out. Yeah. Put my headphones on, put my hoodie on, I just be like this.
I like you're holding the headphones like you're about to record solo. Like
Dude, you don't have to
solo
take it
album.
off.
Well, I can't hear. I don't know if
Well, don't use it. It's okay.
Okay,
Just talk
okay.
with
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
No info.
No, I can't jam this thing. Whatever's
Just
going
keep it
on.
like that.
It keeps going like that. It's booming.
Shout out to our chat. Antonio Zapata says, June, your fam is watching. Mom is crying.
Who's that? Oh, that's my brother-in-law. Hey, what's up, fool? You crazy? Yeah, that's my sister's
Proud of you.
husband.
She's proud of you.
That's my sister's
She
husband.
said your
right
mom's crying.
Shout
She's
out to
proud of
Gravity.
you.
I wonder what she's
Gravity's
looking at.
tuned
I wonder
in.
what my mom's looking at right now, because she got a TV that's old
Shout out to
school.
Gravity TV. Shout out to your boy Gravity.
They put her on, bro.
Gravity never put me on his little.
Yeah, what you gotta say something to Gravity right now. He's tuning
What's
in.
up, Gravity? You still got that drone? Remember we were in Miami and you lost it? That was a crazy one. That was a crazy
Crash
one.
and drone.
Crashing
Hey,
drone.
so on the real tip, back to
Alright, cool.
back to this barber thing. When did you say like this is what I want to do? I don't want to do nothing else. Because to my knowledge, knowing you for the time that I know you, like I know your brother's like a doctor, and
Yeah.
I know that's like two different sides of the field right there. You know what I mean? It's,
Barber and the doctor.
yeah, a barber and a doctor. So I
Well,
know
your
you
parents
probably
gotta
went
stay with that.
you probably went through a lot of battles of probably your family trying to say, hey, what are you gonna
you
do?
doing?
What are you
Yeah.
gonna do this?
Pendejo.
And then
Pendejo.
where in like your life, or do you remember what age you were that you said, you know, this is what I'm gonna do forever?
It was like 2005. I graduated in 2006. In 2005, I was like, damn. I was like, I just been cutting hair. I was cutting hair a lot, but at the time when I started cutting hair, it wasn't like real big as it is now on Instagram at all. It's kind of like in the b-boy world, you know, somewhere where like you couldn't really just go and look at stuff, but now you could go on there and do a whole fade from step 1 through 30. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it wasn't. I didn't have nothing to look up to like that for sure. The only person that I had to look up to was my brother's friend. His name was Jay. So I would look up to haircuts that he would do, and I'll be like, damn, he's killing it. So I took what he had, and I just kind of put it into what I had and stuff like that. But in 2005, 11th grade is when I was like, yo, I'm gonna go to Barber College, because I was like, yo, I was already cutting up a lot of people's hair. I for sure didn't want to go to college, you know what I'm saying? Like I would see my brother take all type of tests, and then at the same time, my sister was going to school, taking all type of tests. I was like,
And she's a lawyer.
yeah,
right?
she's a lawyer too. So I was like, yeah. So I'm like, hey, what's up, fools? yeah. But I definitely had all that from family members, like, yo, so man, are you gonna go to college, or your sister's going here, your brother's going here, blah blah blah, this and that. I had all that came with it, but it was just like, all right, cool, whatever.
Yeah, we're going to Harvard this weekend. Where are you
You're
going?
going-
I think I'm going to Monster Night.
I'm going to Monster Night. I'm going down the street to some breakdancing thing, you know what I mean? Yeah, but nah, that's when in 2005, right before I graduated, is when I knew like, yo, I'm finna start cutting hair and stuff. And by that time, I was already had like different type of haircuts that nobody was really doing in the Southeast area and stuff.
Yeah.
So I was doing like all type of designs and stuff like that. But I would always see my cousin, my brother's friend, would get a haircut by the guy that owns Bad Boys Barbershop, and his name is Mike, and that's Slim Thug's barber. And at that time when I was coming up, he was killing the game in design. So that's the only kind of, when he would go get a haircut over there, he'll come back, I would be able to see it on his head, you know what I mean? Because I don't know what he was charging, but my cousin would go get haircuts from him. But I wasn't doing designs yet. So he was the first one that I seen in Houston do like crazy design work, like dumb stuff, like cartoon characters and all that stuff. But now it's like so big, like, you know, talking about like everybody does it now, boom, 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 boom. But he was the first person that I saw in Houston that did those crazy.
Yeah, people
crazy
are getting
haircuts.
pretty crazy with it now.
Oh, yeah, it's
you were telling
crazy.
me there's people that use like hair dye.
Yeah, hair dye. It's changed now. People are doing all type of different
But
things.
be real though, there's a lot of people that Photoshop it too.
Photoshop
online.
is big, really big. I still ain't got the app yet. It's like they're hiding it from me. They got this app. They got this app that'll make your haircut look crispy, like however you want to do it. You know what I mean? I've never found the app. So I don't know. I guess it's one of those secret society things.
One time you put a little marker in my hair though.
Yeah. So that I've learned from a friend of
You
mine.
didn't ask me, you just did it.
I just did. Why ask? You liked it? It was straight, right? All right, cool.
I was like, what are you doing?
Yeah,
He's
but I
like,
picked
"No,
that
don't
up.
worry about it." And he's like,
I picked that up recently, like the enhancements in hair and stuff like that, because it's different over here. Like nobody's getting that type of stuff. I need my 10% in my one who hooked y'all up. What?
Shout out Zeke.
Shout out Zeke. Shout out B-Girl Maka. B-Girl Maka. The only B-Girl I know.
Maka's mad at us for saying certain words.
Southeast Clipper Beast. Where'd that come from? Explain Southeast Clipper Beast.
That was a hashtag that I would use.
What's that mean to you?
Like, I don't know. I'm from the Southeast, so I was like, Southeast, Clipper, East, Beast. I just put it together, the hashtag that I used, and it was booming. People started using it and stuff like that, so it is what it is.
We'll talk about Clipper Beast.
Clipper Beast.
How did it turn into that? What's Clipper Beast?
Clipper Beast is a movement that I started, and like basically it's kind of like, Break Free does the Monster Nights at the last Friday of the month. So what I do is I take the first Friday of each month, and I created like this little event type thing, and it's
what's dope about yours is you partner with different barbershops.
Yeah.
And you set up the event there.
Yeah. So
it's like a mobile monster night.
Yes, to different barbershops. Yeah. And it was something that I had told more about it a long time ago, right? And I was like, man, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But right before I started the Clipper Beast, I felt like, man, I need something to interact with my city, you know what I mean? Yeah. So this is what I do as far as to interact like with my city, the barbers in my city and stuff like that. So it's every first Friday of the month. So like I've taken it, man, different sides of Houston right now. And basically what it is like a lot of underground barbers come underneath one roof. So you get a lot of people from the south, from the west, from the north, from the east. I even had situations where there's people that come together that already been beefing from one side, barbershop from barbershop.
Unification.
Yeah. So like they'll come up.
But explain the battle part of it. That's what you.
So it's a battle, and I select 4 people. 4 barbers from each different side of town,
so it's like invitational.
It's invitational only. You can only battle. Although, like, man, I get crazy DMs of people wanting to be in it. Yeah. People like, yo, what can I sign up? How much would it be for this and that? Blah, blah, blah. But I pick 4, sometimes 5. It's been 5, like once or twice. From different sides of the shop, I give them one category, one haircut, and they get timed on his haircut. I get a different
you get
judge.
Different judges all the time?
Yeah, different judges all the time. I do have one main judge that like kind of sits behind the whole thing because he's been doing that. My boy J Rock. Yeah. Shout out to J Rock because he's the one that helps me push all this stuff. Because I'm not big in the hair industry like that. You know what I mean? I never went that way. I don't know. I'm just doing what I do for my people, and it's a lot of barbers that are like coming up right now in the game and stuff like that. A lot of youngsters, a lot of young barbers coming up right now, you know what I mean? So they're able to come to this place, network, pass out cards, feed off each other, and also be able to battle. And the cash prize is $300 first place.
And it's free.
And it's free. And it's free.
And
nobody got nothing to lose.
Nobody got nothing to lose.
I saw you did a Southside Fade one.
Did a Southside female barber. I did a female barber battle. I do different categories. So
and you be packing the house too.
I be packing the house. And a lot of it is just off of muscle, just off of me knowing people from different sides of towns. I got people that just show up, just to come show love. I got people who come that don't even just cut hair. People that are just in barber college that want to get something out of it. They come and they're like, yo, this is tight, whatever, right? So they look forward to it every month. You know what I mean?
What's dope? I think it's a unique experience.
Yeah,
if people don't have anything to do, like, I'm gonna check this out.
It's like Monster Night, but for barbers.
Yeah, just like that.
So you basically stole our idea.
Say it again?
Huh?
What? Nah, well, yeah, like whatever. Whatever you want to say, that's cool. If we don't break that stuff.
What you mean I can't go practice?
Yeah. Nah, I don't think you'll practice.
I can't go.
But it's tight though. So it's pretty cool because the people that I pick to come out, they kind of bring their entourage, you know what I'm talking about? So it's like, all right, cool. So I'm going to the north side.
That's battling.
Yeah, I'm going to the north side tonight, or I'm going to the southeast tonight to represent where I come from, which might be the east side or whatever side they come from, and they come ready to battle, and they want to bragging rights. I mean, it's $300 in 45 minutes. Plus, you get over, like the first place winner, he takes over like Miss Linda. Shout out to Miss Linda. She gives me all my, she sponsors the event.
Prizes, right? She does prizes.
She does all the prizes. So all her clippers and all her stuff, and her son is Clipper Connect. So they got, just imagine like the sneaker plug, but this guy does the sneaker of clippers. You know what I mean? He's cool with like all these big companies, and he gets certain things new and this and that. You know what I mean? So they supply first, second, third, and fourth with the clippers, bro. You know what I mean? Crazy. It's crazy. So this first.
So everyone's winning.
Everybody's winning, bro. Everybody's winning. You know what I mean? Everybody's winning, and everything's been good lately. I mean, it's a battle, so of course you're gonna have those people like, oh, I think I won, or I think you won. But it's always
that's
like that. That's normal. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So and whenever we start these battles and stuff like that, like I just let them know right off the muscle, like, yo, like, all right, you're here because you representing your side good. You know what I mean? So win, lose, or whatever it may mean, it's cool. We're just having fun here. Yeah, fool. We got a DJ. I got a camera people that come. It's the whole 9 yards, and whoever participates, they get professional pictures, stuff like that. So it's all cool at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Free monsters too.
What's the next one?
April 5th, and I'm doing it in Baytown with my boy Giovanni. It's gonna be at Sick Cut.
Oh, okay, dope.
Yeah, Giovanni. Yeah. So I'm taking it to Baytown. I haven't picked a category yet, although I have one in mind, but I'm not gonna let it out yet. But April 5th, it's gonna be in Baytown at Sick Cuts Barbershop. So you can follow at Clipper Beats and you can get all the information right there. And I'll be selecting the 5 people to battle over there.
So
Since you started that battle or whatever, has there? I know you talked about that there was like beefs and it kind of unified or whatever. It's been all good, but there has been no problems at the event.
No, I've never had problems with events before. Now I had people come and talk to me. You know, everybody feels a certain way at certain times. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm always one to keep it real.
Yeah, but nothing crazy.
No, nothing. No.
Anybody that's ever come up to you,
Yeah, they know what's up. It's all love. It's all respect. They know
Yeah,
what's up. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
they know what's up. Everything's cool. Nothing, no nonsense. So everything's cool right
this
now.
chat's booming right now. I expect no less. I know that people was gonna
Sucio
see
Entertainment.
you tough. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Been cutting hair since I ain't
Been cutting my hair since he gave me a card at Southeast House Party. LOL.
Damn, you like that? That was back in the day, bro.
I like how you spell Southeast.
South. Yeah.
That's what's up.
They mess with you hard. How important is it for you to have people, you know, show you love and give back to the people versus nowadays, you know what I'm saying, Instagram, social media, everyone wants to impress their crowd and their following on there, but I think you really connected to the streets and actually the streets. So speak on that. How important is that to you versus social media nowadays?
All right, so I've been cutting hair before the IG game and before it was MySpace. So MySpace, yeah, it was MySpace. I'll take these little cool pictures and stuff. But now, so back then, my cutting was word of mouth. You know what I'm talking about? So, oh man, there's this little cat that comes over, he cuts hair. Or there's a boom, 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 right? So that's how all of my things. But I was finding myself going to different sides of towns. So at one point, I would be like, yo, so let's just say, for instance, man, on the southeast side, you know, it's more in Germany. You know what I'm talking about? So I'm gonna make sure I got them on lock. You know what I mean? So I know that when I go to the southeast side, not only am I messing with y'all, but I'm starting to gain other people. Then I will go to the southwest side, and the southwest side I had a whole nother crowd of people. Then the north side, the same thing like that, because at one point I was cutting a lot of like different rappers from Houston and stuff like that. And my friend Easy put me on. He's the manager of Trade the Truth. Shout out Trade the Truth, because he was the first guy that I cut, and through him he started vouching me for other people. Like when big people will come into town, like they'll be like, yo, you need a barber, blah blah blah. And they go, man, my little homie June,
put in a good word for you.
Put in a good word for me, and you know, it's Trade the Truth. So when stuff is said, stuff is said. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was really important to me that I kept a good relationship with all these fools, because at the end of the day, that's my money. You know what I mean? So it was like, in my mind, it was like, all right, in the southwest side, I got this, and in the east side, I got this, and the southeast side. So I had to be cool with everybody. That way, I knew, like, you know, something like this wouldn't die down, that wouldn't die down, because I was always moving around. So I would always be cool, be on time, always show up when I said I was gonna show up. So that's how I build a lot of these relationships that I have on the outside of my, or like where I'm from.
Yeah, and
side.
I think knowing you too, what's also set you apart. I know a lot of barbers, right? I know a lot of barbers. I'm sure you know a lot of barbers, but like, what always set you apart too is the kind of like your image and the way you carry yourself. Like you talked about right now, like for you, one of the most important things was making sure that you maintained a good relationship with people.
Yeah.
That's like number one. So like when people set up appointments with you and they cancel and they don't tell you, that's like a big deal to you.
Really big, real
because
big. Yeah.
Because you know your word to somebody else is huge. You know.
Yeah.
So all it is like just communicate with me.
Communicate with me. Just let me know what it is, because it could be. So my thing is, all right, cool. You book an appointment, cool. And things are different from, like, I know there's probably people that are looking like, oh, he should be doing the online booking. It's different for every person. You know what I'm talking about? So whatever. So what I do works for me, and that's just how I do it.
And that's how you've been doing it.
And that's how I've been doing it. I don't have no problem doing it. The money don't change. It's just all the same. You know what I mean? So I don't be doing none of that stuff. So if you miss an appointment with me, I'm not scared to like cut you off.
Oh, but my tire blew up, bro. My tire blew up.
All right. So now when you go to that, it depends how long you've been missing with me. So if you're like young, like you're not like been missing me for a long time, I'm not gonna vouch for that type of stuff. You know what I mean? Like, nah, you should know.
Well, all right, so it took a long time to get my babies ready in the morning,
cool,
bro. I'm sorry, bro.
We'll go tell the doctor that, tell the judge that at court. You feel me? You feel me? So it's just like that.
Oh, I missed my alarm, bro. I'm sorry, bro.
That's cool. You ain't getting a haircut today, and the next time you come, it's gonna be double. And if you don't like it, it is what it is. There's 1,000 of barbershops, but that's just how I always been. You know what I'm saying? That's how I carry myself. That's how I always been. I'm a real cutthroat person.
But I think even from that though, like even the way you present yourself, like you now I don't mean this in a bad way, but you care a lot about your image.
Yeah,
you know,
sure.
and I think it's important. You have to.
Yeah.
But I think that also sells itself. You know, you always dress nice, fly, you know, good kicks, fly, you know, chains. I got, you know, no, but I always tell people is like, when you look like money, you're gonna get money.
Yeah.
It's like a law of attraction, right?
I always been like that. I always been about to go change.
But I think also too, like let's move on to Monster, because you're the first sponsored barber by Monster, and I think not only is it because you're dope at what you do, but I think it's also a personality thing.
Yeah.
Like you're a personality. Like you fit the role. You're I know it sounds bad, but you're a good product for their display.
Yeah.
You know, like even like us as b-boys, you know, we're great at entertainment, and I think a lot of people, you know, not only enjoy your cuts, but enjoy your presence.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm
You're
saying?
a funny guy.
Yeah.
You're funny too.
So I don't know. Talk about Monster and like how's that been?
Right, so
And
Monster-
what do you do with Monster? Because I get a lot of questions like, damn, what does he do? He's just a barber.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yo, we put in that work though, right?
But let him know. Let him know what
Alright,
he gets to do.
So, 2000, what we in right now? 2019, 18, 17.
19.
2017, I got
Go
signed.
backwards.
2017, I got signed by Monster.
Yeah.
First barber to ever be endorsed by energy drink. You know what I'm talking about? Like, ever. And how I went about that, like, yo, it was just crazy. Like, when I went back, I was traveling with you.
Yeah.
I was traveling with you, I was being, like, so I would always be in the place that I didn't have to be in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And when I was there, I would just make an impact on what I did.
Yeah.
Letting boys know, boom, 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 going in and out of town with you.
Yeah.
Doing stuff like that. Man, I was just hustling. So behind getting the deal with Monster is like a whole nother story, because when I signed with them, it was like, I was just cutting hair here in Houston.
Yeah.
Every now and then. I was like, I still had like a few, you know, athletes and celebrities, but it wasn't an everyday thing. You know what I mean? When I signed with Monster is when it changed like a lot, as far as like moving around a lot, doing stuff like that. And since
Because the only time you would travel was with me.
which is you know what I mean?
Because I remember when you first got signed on, you were like, damn, I got to do this by
by
myself.
myself now, you know what I'm talking about? So I learned off, you know what I'm talking about? When I would travel with y'all, I was like, yo, these fools been doing this forever. They travel forever.
To let go of his hand.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? So I was like, man. And I didn't think at one point I talked to you about it, how I wanted to do it, but I was like, man, it might be impossible. You know what I mean? Like, it's not gonna happen. But then it happened. So whenever that thing changed, it was cool. And since it was something new, we had to find different avenues.
I think it's tight how it specifically happened though when you went to headquarters. Like telling that story.
Oh, when I had my stuff. Yeah.
I think
that was a crazy story too, because I had nothing to do that. I was with you at headquarters.
Yeah.
So
I was more at headquarters. I had cut his hair at the hotel. Monster headquarters.
And I was like, let's go to headquarters real quick.
And then
I introduced you to everybody.
Yeah.
And then, you met Jose. We're chilling with Jose. And then Jose's boss was there.
Yeah.
And he was talking about he needed a haircut. And then Jose was like, yo, well, June got his stuff right now.
Yeah, so right before we left the hotel, I was like, y'all finna take my stuff. I wish somebody would ask me for a haircut. I had my Pelican case, you know, I always had it on me. So right then and there, it was one of those things where you were either ready or not, because by the time I knew it, I was in headquarters, Monster headquarters, like inside of an office, cutting the boss's hair, and he had just got a kind of funny haircut like a week before that. So I was like, say no more. So I ended up cutting his hair in his office at headquarters.
You made him laugh.
Man, it was a good time. You know what I'm
With his wife there.
Everybody was there, bro. So I did what I. So it was just one of those things, like
everything went right.
Everything went right. You know what I mean? I had my stuff on me, but I already knew. I said I'm gonna take my stuff, because just in case anybody asks, because you know you never know. And you know, when I was in high school, that's all I ever had was my backpack and clippers. You know what I mean? That's all I would take that with me everywhere, because I just never knew. And at that time, I was trying to make all the money. You know what I mean? So if I was to come in here, yo, cut, shoot, sit down with it, and I would just plug up anywhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So now with Monster, signed with Monster, I'm on a few tours now, but we started off with the Dove Show tour, which travels all around the big states in Houston. You know, it's like one of the world's biggest car shows there is. Have all type of artists on deck. You know what I mean? It's crazy big, whatever it may be. So that was the first tour that I started on, was Dove Show tour, right? And then I ended up hitting a few b-boy events with y'all, which was which was just funny, because it's just like, yo, we finna link up and do an event together. Like, I'm finna be cutting hair, you're finna be breakdancing. Somebody gonna win regardless. You know what I'm talking about?
We did freestyle session.
Bro, we killed it, bro.
We did freestyle session in 2017.
Yo, we did freestyle session.
We took over that whole
Yeah,
session.
it was everything.
You were killing it.
Yeah,
You won.
it was crazy. You know what I'm talking about? So yeah, so I'm on that tour. I'm on the Dove Show tour.
And now you're doing SneakerCon.
I just got added, this year I got added onto the SneakerCon tour. They don't even know what's going on. I've been like on different tours.
Explain what you're doing at these.
So at these events, all right. So at these events is what we do is we have activations. You know what I mean? So I cater to maybe either the artists or the athletes that may be on that event. You know what I mean? So I build relationships with them and stuff like that. But then at each event we have the activation, which you get your drinks, you got the models. Sometimes there might be a DJ or a painter.
People come up, take pictures,
People come up,
grab
take
drinks.
pictures, grab drinks. It's like the main attraction at all these big events. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I got a chair and I got a whole setup now. You know what I mean?
Customized.
All customized chair from the top to the bottom. Custom monster chairs, custom monster stations, custom from everything you could think about. You know what I mean? Like in that Barber World monster made for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So at these activation is what we do is like we give out cuts and stuff like that to different people that come like that through the little activation. And there's a lot more to it, but you know we just
free, right?
Free and everything. Free haircuts.
Free for them, but you get paid.
Yeah, it's cool though. So you know, it's free, but at the end of the day, you know, if I'm pulling up, I'm getting, you know what I mean. So yeah, it's been dope though.
Oh man.
What has been the response from people though? Like
We've been booming.
Yeah,
and especially in the dub tours. So
but not even people that are there. I'm talking about like
people
do
in the
people
chair
hit
the
your
whole time.
DMs? Do people give you calls like, damn,
bro,
dog, how'd that happen? How can I be down?
Man, talk about this. Going off of that, I've seen firsthand people sitting in your chair, especially younger kids, and they might feel a certain type of way, whether it be confidence issues, whatever.
Yeah.
Then when they get a cut from you for the first time, especially when we go out to like West Coast, East Coast, they never got no Southside cut. You know what I'm saying?
Never.
So whenever they get a cut from you,
yeah,
I could just see the difference in their face as soon as they get up from the chair. I've seen a couple of like specific cases where like it looked like they changed their lives.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
So
speak on that. How effective? Some people might view it as just a haircut, but how deep can it go? Like how have you seen haircuts change people's lives?
Yo, so being a barber, it's all type of walks of life. You know what I'm talking about? Like I got all type of clients, bro. I got people that are going through divorces. I got doctors. I got lawyers. I got CEOs. I got millionaires. I got street millionaires. I got food truck owners. I got everything you could think about, bro. From tire shop owners to the whole 9 yards, right? Mm-hmm. So you know, of course, in that you got people who deal with stuff. You know what I mean? So I've been cutting people's hair from like where they were married to not married to a high point in life to down low, and you get those vibes when you cut their hair because they might not be the same way. You know what I mean? Like, man, something's going on with this fool. So you get to talking to them. You know stuff like that. But yo, you could feel bad. You know what I'm talking about? Like you could I feel like dirty. I feel bad. I'm feeling sluggish. I got people that just I got people who book an appointment like twice a week just because it's like
makes me feel good.
Makes me feel good when I get a haircut. I'm able to get out the chair. Cool. Now let's go to work. Let's start doing whatever we're gonna do today. Stuff like that.
People feel brand new.
People feel brand new, dog. So yeah, it's just not like you know what I'm talking about. Like girls do their hair and do their makeup to feel good. Nah, there's fools out here that are going in. You know what I'm talking about? They're gonna pay that price to feel that nice, you feel me? Mm-hmm. Just like that. They're gonna come on.
That's a t-shirt, dog. Pay that price to feel that nice.
You feel me?
MVP, you got that?
Big money.
I just got a text that said stop chewing. I was chewing too much for my wife. She said stop chewing.
Papi Chulo, man. What's up, Suso? Johnny, what's up, Johnny?
In, bro, look at that.
Gilbert Bustos, Big Money June. Yo, I think that's my boy Fadem of Texas. That's my boy.
All the way from France,
Gilbert?
talking about the Olympics, Paris 2024.
See, you got even the B-boys tuning in here, dog.
Susio Entertainment.
Nah, that's what's up.
Hey, remember when we went and cut at the Down Syndrome Association in Houston?
Oh, yeah, that was fire.
Yeah.
We need to do another one.
Going off of that, and I also know you've done a lot of outreach, too, like gone and cut hair for the homeless out, like even in the winter, giving out then toy drives and stuff like that. So how important is that to you? Or you can start with talking about the Down Syndrome Association because that was dope.
Yeah, that was
how crazy was that?
So Jeremy, I remember you missed with them one time, right? And then I did a workshop with them, with a break free workshop, and it was the Down Syndrome of Houston?
Down Syndrome Association, Houston.
Down Syndrome Association, and you linked up with them, and I told you, yo, let's go do some cuts for these kids or whatever. Blah, blah, blah. But by the time you know it, I'm picking you up with my barber chair in the back of the truck, remember? And we pull up over there, everybody's cool, boom, 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 boom. So I guess some of the kids got permission from their parents to get a haircut by me, you know what I mean? So some of the kids, so we set up, I put the barber chair, we do the light, we do the whole setup, like, you know what I mean? Like, yo, we finna give these kids
in the barbershop.
Yeah, we finna give these kids a haircut. Yeah. So who was the first guy I can't remember his name.
Man, I know it was on the tip of my tongue.
Yeah,
but when you cut their hair, did they feel like it changed their life?
Yeah. Bro, if you only knew. Like I have some videos.
He was already on 10 before we got. He was dope. He was like
he was on another level. You know what I'm talking about? Because
he was lit from the moment, but then after that he was just like beaming. Like, I think I was smiling.
So for them, it's like it was one of those like like the lights, the barber chair. Oh man, maybe like this guy's gonna cut our hair. You know, they remember seeing Jeremy from the dancing moves and stuff like that. it was another level. Like it's something that maybe they never experienced before. You know what I mean? But so I was boom, boom, boom. I did the whole 9 yards. Combed it, did the whole 9 yards. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, you could tell big time. You know what I mean? Because it was something new to them. Something like, you know, he look in the mirror, and you know he did the he even came back. Remember, trim it down a little bit and stuff like that. Yeah, it was on a whole nother level.
He didn't like it.
He didn't like it at first. He was like, let's knock it down. You know what I mean? But it felt good. Remember, he did the dancing and stuff. Yeah, it was cool.
I think that shows the power of how effective and how powerful a haircut can be.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Especially like, you know, I've cut homeless people's hair before too. You know what I mean? Some of these guys ain't had haircuts in years. You know what I mean? So like, they don't know what it is to be like, we'll just say pampered for like 30 minutes, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So some of these guys are just like, oh, whoa, like, you know, I haven't felt me like this, or I look like I used to look, or whatever. But yeah, it's a life change, you know what I'm talking about? Anybody that goes to a barbershop, and it has a lot to do with the barber too. Like if their barber is not a people person, or they can't communicate with them, sometimes the barbers are having long days. I mean, I get that too, you know what I'm talking about? There's sometimes we do long hours, you know what I mean? So it's like, oh man.
What about opposite, on the opposite side of that, is there ever days where you going to like, you have appointments all day long, but you don't want nobody talking to you?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, for sure. I go through those days. It's normal. You know what I'm talking about? Like, there's some times that because I just don't only cut at the barbershop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I cut outside of the barbershop. I got certain people that I cut on certain days. You know what I'm talking about? That I go out to them and cut hair and stuff like that. So, you know, and if I'm not out there doing those, I'm in the barbershop. So yeah, sometimes there's days where it's like, boom, I gotta go here, and then I gotta come here. So by the time I get here, it's like I might have been in traffic for maybe 20, 30 minutes, you know what I mean? Or I'm coming back to this side of town. So yeah, so I might put my headphones on for a little bit, you know what I mean? Jam my music, try to relax a little bit, cut the hair. But then again, I know sometimes who's sitting in the chair might be like, you know, somebody that I know and stuff like that. So whatever it may be. And then there's times where like, oh, I can't wait till I cut that fool. I already know he's gonna tell me the end of the story that he told me last week, or there goes my boy with my shoes, or there goes, you know, talking about. So I'm able to look at my list and not have to worry about like, oh man, like blah blah. You know, I look at my list and it's like, all right, cool, we're gonna have a cool day.
I know it's a crazy question, but do you love what you do?
Yeah, that's all I know. I don't know how to do nothing else.
No, I'm just saying. I'm asking because I think a lot of people they fall into something and they think that this is the only thing that's going to be in their entire life.
Yeah.
But some people do it because this is what they love and they want to do. It's like us and breaking. It's like this is what we love. And this
but there's been times where it's like, damn, man, I don't even know if I want to do this anymore.
Of course,
like all the time. You know what I'm talking about? Like I'm just gonna take a week off, or I'm not even trying to do this. I'm not even trying to do that. Whatever. So it's like I go off with those vibes, but I never try to take anything to work. I try to always have that open mindset. I always start the conversation, get it going, and you know, depending who the person is, I know where to take it and where not to take it. But a lot of my clientele, I've been cutting their hair for years, from my garage, you know, talking about to this side of town, that side of town. Because before I came to Southern Comfort, I had cut hair like at another shop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I was like, nah, I'm good. I'm going back home. You know what I mean? So then I was cutting hair inside my garage, and the guy who owns the shop that I cut hair now, which is Berto, he kind of like came and took me out of my garage.
Shout out Berto, man.
Berto took me off.
Southside legend.
So Berto took me from my garage to a barbershop, and then everything there that was different. But I have a cousin named Tank who introduced Berto. Said, yo, I got a cousin, man. This fool's cutting hair live, boom, 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 this and that. Yeah. I shot pictures that way, boom, 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 boom. You know, I didn't have a license at the moment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was just doing what I could do without a license. You know what I mean? And I got into Southern Comfort, and it was a wrap since then. I've been there now.
You was cutting illegally.
Yeah, for sure. I bled the heck out of it. It's like
if you wasn't a barber,
it's part of the game. If you wasn't cutting hair in or out of the barbershop before you had a license, then I don't know. Like I don't know what you did. You know, because I sure was. I was going to barber college, and I was leaving barber college to go cut hair at a barbershop because at barber college it was $3 a haircut. By the time I look over, there's like 5, 6, 7 people. I was like, nah. Matter of fact, meet me at the shop where I'm gonna get my full amount. You know what I mean? So this is how it was.
If you wasn't a barber, what do you think you'd be?
I don't even know.
Breakdancer?
Nah.
Probably be a street hustler.
Probably like a hustler, something like that.
I think you'd be a breakdancer.
You'd be like probably like a little hustler.
Oh no!
I would have definitely been trying to double and triple up off of different things.
A freestyle dancer, because he's good at.
Oh yeah, you're good at both.
All styles.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. I might have been a b-boy. Who knows?
What would your b-boy name be? June the b-boy?
Nah, I would have probably been like. I don't even know.
June the b-boy.
I guess it just depends what I was good at.
Or June the
b-boy.
Since a lot of b-boys and b-girls watch, who are your favorite b-boys and b-girls? I know you watch YouTube a lot.
I don't know one.
I've seen your phone. You know YouTube recommend stuff.
I'll be looking at breakdance battles.
It's covered with
video. Bro, I'll be one deep just posting.
So you think you could judge a battle? Let's ask that question.
Yeah, I probably could. Yeah.
All right.
You might be able to judge better than today's judge.
Yeah.
What do you look for? What do you look for when you judge?
Real quick, if you bite, you're done. If you bite, or you bit a move, that's it. You out of the story. He won. You know what I'm talking about? Plain and simple. Or he crashed. Plain and simple. Not like he won. Nah.
And 6-step or air track?
I'd probably do both if I really put my mind to it. If I could do an air track, I would kill it a game. Imagine just be cutting hair and then just stop and do an air track real quick and go back to cutting.
That's what you. Well, but if you was a full-on b-boy, what would your style be? Like, what would you do?
Raw. I'll be all up in that fool's face.
Pouring water on people?
Yeah, I'll do it like that homeboy did with homeboy today. Yeah, if I was a b-boy, I would be raw. Like sometimes when I go with y'all to battle, I'd be like, damn, I wish I could break dance because I be getting hype off of that energy. Like, oh, you know what I'm talking about? Like one of those, watch out. So yeah, I would have been a raw b-boy, like raw, like all in your face type stuff.
So who's your favorite?
I don't have a favorite, but I like the way people like. You know, remember that one fool boy that battled with you that was crunk and he always
Luan.
That fool's not the way he dances, but he be like, what's up, fool? What's up, fool? Like that type of stuff. But nah, you know I'm down with y'all too. I don't know no better. You feel me? I don't know no better. I ride with my team. It is what it is.
That's what I was looking for.
We pull up to big events, bro. Out of town. Like every time we go out of town, it be these big events.
So forget everybody else.
Like really? Like
you've seen us go. You've seen us.
You've
seen what people haven't seen when it comes to us and how we break, right?
They be lost in the sauce. They don't know what's up.
It gets no better.
Well, but then at the end of the day, as soon as we land, we win already. You feel me? We already won.
We find a way to win.
Yeah.
Always.
It doesn't matter.
Big houses.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, June. I spend a lot of money when I'm around you.
Man,
I'm gonna lie. You taught me how to eat good.
I be eating good. I'm not gonna lie, but we all eat good. You feel me? Like.
But you taught me how to eat $200.
Every time we go out of town, we like, yo, after tonight we're gonna go eat, or after this. But that's just something that we always do. You feel me?
I've had like a $400 dinner. With
the only time
me and him, just me and him by a fireplace.
I could justify meals over $100. Hey, I'm with June, baby. It's okay.
Oh yeah.
He wants to know what sneakers you got on today.
Show him what you got.
These are. What are these?
Lift them up.
What are these? 700.
700 salts.
700 salts.
He can't lift his leg that high.
700 salts. Can you get the MVP? 700 salts. I still got the tag in them. Just in case somebody wants to buy them from me.
They're for sale.
They're for sale, bro.
You gotta turn your leg more. Oh, I took it out.
Sneakers, I got a bunch of sneakers. I've been doing sneakers.
Speaking of style and the way you look, I think
I get it from my mom.
No, if you had
yeah, she's tight.
probably not the best thing to say.
I'm
about to ask her now.
Well, don't even ask about the butt.
What do you mean?
God.
I was not even gonna say.
All right, go ahead.
You gave. I was gonna ask you what's your favorite. What's your favorite body part of yours that you have? If you have a favorite body part.
My butt?
Why you say it like that? What's special about your butt?
I don't gotta worry about it.
You gotta worry about it because it's not there, right?
There you go.
MVP.
Shout out to the itty bitty booty committee.
Can you throw up that picture of June's butt we took before?
This is June's backside.
This is the actual
picture.
Oh
my God.
Stand up real quick. Turn around.
Is that a double chin?
Does it look like it?
Huh?
He sent us that picture, and we knew exactly who it was. Put it up again, please. Oh my God.
Itty bitty booty committee.
June
the Barber.
If you would have shown me that picture, I know exactly who it is right away.
Yep.
It's your silhouette. You should just make it your new logo.
What if we just made a shirt with that in the front?
That'd be tight.
Or you got a chain. You should get a gold chain like that with that
little butt, with
little bitty booty on it.
It looks like that guy from what's that cartoon that comes out and he has the chin?
Yeah,
like the little
Family Guy, right?
Yeah.
Peter Griffin.
Peter Griffin.
How do you move? How do you move so?
Zeke reading good tonight.
How do you move so fluidly?
Saul Garcia, slap me. That's what?
How do you move so fluidly and with power? Like how do you move with power with such a little booty?
It's not about the booty. It's not. What do you mean? No, I don't know. I don't. Hey, my butt went down. I don't know why.
Hey, but real quick though, since we're having fun, I think it's that time of the show. You know what I mean?
Where you at though?
Where you at though, baby? You ready for this, June? This is part of the show where you stand right in front of that big blue screen
with your little bitty booty,
and you're gonna have to guess certain environments we'll put you in. The audience can see the background before you can see the background, so you have to guess by Jeremy and I giving you special clues about where you can possibly be at.
So I'm looking at this camera right here?
So now you're in a special edition of Where You At Though on episode 22 of Breakthrough Worldwide Podcast.
The audience can help me?
No, we're gonna. It's just us.
Man, it's booming over there.
Yeah, it's booming.
Now, MVP's gonna let us know when it's
All
live.
right, so back that thing up. You got the order?
Mhm.
You got it?
You gonna know what I'm talking about.
All right, let's go.
It's good? Alright.
We good to go.
This first one is somewhere you go a lot. Somewhere you go a lot. It's somewhere that's juicy. Somewhere that sometimes you spend a lot of money. It's a place you're really familiar with. Smells good. You sit down at a table. You got no guesses so far?
Thai Jasmine.
Thai Jasmine.
No? It's not Thai Jasmine?
No, it's not Thai. Where's Thai Jasmine?
You just said I said down and it's juicy. I'm thinking about Tom Yum soup and shit. Alright.
Tom Yum soup?
I go to a lot to this place and I sit down and it's juicy.
It's juicy.
Oh, is this the one we spend a lot of money at?
Yes. Or actually, no, this might be something else. It's the this place still is juicy, and it is somewhere that you go a lot. It's let's say the place that you're most familiar with. You spend the most hours a day there.
You spend the most hours.
The barbershop.
The barbershop.
Why is it juicy?
First, it's not a barber. Nah, don't be wearing no type of juices in my chair. Let's get that straight. I don't deal with none of that gel or none of that juice.
There be people who sit down in chairs stinky.
Nah, sometimes if I know that you're coming home from cutting,
Straight from work.
yeah, you go home and take a bath. Make sure you sit in my chair. I'll take a break away from you.
That's a nice barbershop, right?
It's clean.
That's not as clean as Southern Comfort, though, right?
Nah, never.
All right, round two. What we got? Round two.
Round two. Let us know when we live. All right. This place. It could be. It's somewhere you go a lot too. It's a place where the temperatures can vary according to what you like. According to your taste palette. It's also this is a place where you do spend a lot of money sometimes. You feel at home here. I think when you go to heaven, this is gonna be there, like part of it, a staple of it. You know what I'm saying? Somewhere you're very acquainted with. This place is juicy. This is the place that is really juicy.
That's not what I mean.
It could be rare, medium rare, well done.
Steakhouse?
Steakhouse? It is the steakhouse. Look at that.
What's that sauce in the back?
Oh, the steakhouse.
What's that sauce
I
in the
wasn't
back?
big on steaks until I missed with y'all, really.
What's that sauce in the back?
Man, that's a little, I don't know what that's, where. That's a little butter you put on that thing. Put a little butter on my steak.
How do you like your steak?
Man,
Well done.
well done.
Yeah.
Don't let nothing drip out that thing. I don't want nothing red.
All right, last one.
All right, let's go.
Okay, this last one. All these places are related to you. So again, this is a place you spend a lot of time at, and this is a place you're really familiar with. You spend money here too, not as much as at a steakhouse. But you're considered a superstar here, a celebrity. They know you very well. Oh, he knew right away.
I can never go to the corner store. So how did that even come about? I don't even remember.
Every
corner store I go to is like,
they know who you are right away.
I know somebody there. I know the owner or something like that. Corner store for sure. I spent a lot of money at the corner store. I don't even know.
Hey, remember when we bought that $1,000 lottery ticket?
And we won too.
Come on,
Yeah.
baby.
And I didn't claim taxes, and so I made
Damn.
you.
So 3 for 3 at where you at though. Make some noise.
What you thought I
For the
was
man, June the Barber.
I went to school.
Now it's the time of the show where we do math problems. We give you math problems.
Let me get my calculator out. I know how to work it.
Real quick. Don't look at your phone.
No, I don't do
No,
that.
real
I don't do
quick.
math.
Just real quick.
I'm not gonna answer
It's
it.
gonna be easy.
It's not. I can't do it. I can't.
Put your
do
phone
it.
down, bro.
I can't do it on like live, like quick like that.
Come on, just
Real
put your
quick,
phone
real
down.
quick.
I'm not
What's
good.
67 plus 3?
I don't know.
67 plus
71, 70. I don't know, something like that.
70, yeah.
I'm around there. See, I'll get it around that mug real quick.
58 plus 2.
I don't know, like 60. So
55 plus
I don't
55.
know.
20 divided by 2. 20 divided by 2.
1, 2. I don't know. 20, 21, 2. I don't know. You're not gonna get me on that stuff. I just know that what people owe me, and And yeah.
You got that written down.
Yeah, it's written down in the book, and that's it. It is what it is.
MVP, could you throw
You're like God. You got the name of people that
could you throw up that
are gonna
second
make it
picture?
through or not gonna make
Throw
it.
up that second
We
picture.
eating
I
good
got.
tonight.
Throw up that second picture I
What
got.
we got? What
Big Nasty Entertainment. What's up, Edgar?
Shout out to my boy Junior.
Shout out to my boy June the Barber. Y'all see what's happening right here? Y'all see exactly what's happening. Oh, I'm about to say, I know exactly.
Put it back up. Put it
I'm
back
about to
up.
break the picture down for y'all.
Yeah, break it down. Break it
This is
down.
how it goes. Can they see me?
No, they can't see me. So,
Oh.
look, stand over here.
Right.
There you go. Look.
No, so you see the ring? That's freestyle session. I won that. I won that freestyle session ring. What was it? 2017?
Yeah.
2017. This is a night to remember. You see, I got my deodorant. You see my Yeezys in the back. Stuff like that.
Hey,
Zoom in to the-
zoom into the stomach.
Zoom in all the way.
Man, look at those diamonds dancing. Shout out to my jeweler.
It looks like a person,
Shout out to my homie.
like a face.
I rented all this jewelry to wear that weekend.
Why you got a roll on one side but not the other?
Because this is the good side. That's the bad side. I don't remember that night.
Yeah, obviously.
It doesn't look like it.
It was a long night. It was a long night. That was in LA. Every time we go to LA, you already know what time it is.
Man,
Oh,
that picture
that's
sums
good.
up. I think that's gonna.
Like I could just wake
God
up in the
forbid.
I just wake up in the morning and I send that to Jeremy. I already know. Like I don't even say what's up or not. Just send a picture or like
Some
I'll
people
just,
wake up mad, other people wake up laughing.
Yeah, we just wake up happy.
God forbid this will happen, but when you pass away, that's gonna be the picture, and then we give the eulogies, me and him only.
Yeah.
It's just gonna be me and him.
Yeah,
We're gonna say he was a real one,
he was a real one.
and that's it.
That's it. He was real. It was real.
All right, man. Back to the serious tip. You shared a lot of stuff with us. Good stuff, funny stuff,
Oh yeah.
real stuff.
Nothing but.
Do you have, if you had any piece of advice to anybody that's
Easy.
coming up in the
He
game,
had this prepared.
Nah, same thing I always say.
what's that?
You
What
already
is it?
know.
I know it is.
What
You
is it?
already know. First things first.
Listen to
I'm not even gonna tell them what they need to do or what they need to see, because when you become a certain age, you kind of like that comes
You figure
clear
it
to
out.
you. Yeah, you figure it out. You know what I mean?
Some people-
Some people figure it out, but like the thing that I always told them was like, you know, of course, besides like doing what they should do, like as far as like, you know, some people keep God first, some people don't, but my big thing is always keeping God first, obey your parents, and then third, everything just falls into place. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's my biggest thing. But like for a barber coming up right now, I think the biggest thing for them is to like, I would tell them is like, I wouldn't tell them what they want to hear. Like, oh man, you know, try to go cut a celebrity's hair or try to go this, because that's the question I always get. Like when
Yeah.
I was cutting those type of people's hair, you know what I mean? Like, yo, how do I get to cut that rapper's hair? Or how do I get to cut this hair? Or man, this and that. You know what I mean? They will always just see that. You know what I mean? But like, yo, it was long nights. You know what I'm talking about? 2, 3, 4 in the morning cutting hair, stuff like that. So my main thing to them would be like, all right, cool, you're getting out of barber college. You know what I mean? So of course you're gonna go into a shop to learn more. You know, to excel and do all type of stuff, right? Which is cool. You know what I mean? But I was never one to stay inside of a barbershop. You know what I mean? I was always moving around, I would always move. I'll come to the shop for like 2 or 3 days, and then boom, I will go cut hair here. I will go cut hair. So don't get stuck in behind the chair. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of opportunities outside of a barbershop to make money, to cut hair,
Yeah.
or any other little things there is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But definitely don't get stuck behind a barber chair. You know what I'm talking about? Like go
And
around.
that can mean for anything.
For anything,
Don't get stuck behind
Don't
what
get-
you
because
know
you-
how to do.
Yes,
Comfort
you know what I'm
zone.
talking about? Yeah, comfort zone. You know what I'm talking about? Because let's just say, for instance, if I would have never went out to meet these people or these artists or these, you know, whoever they were, you know what I'm talking about? I would have just been behind a barber chair 14 hours a day, bleeding the shit out of the, you know what I'm talking about? Bleeding, working all day long. Which is cool, you're making money and stuff like that, but then you become burned out or you become having like,
That's when you start to hate it.
this is when you start to like, damn, I've been in this barber shop 7 days a week. Go home mad, you know what I'm talking about? Stuff like that, you know what I mean? But I would tell them to go outside, go to these little barber events and stuff like that. You know, I was never big. I tried it. I went to different barber events like that. But I never adapted to them, you know what I mean? Because I was always doing my own thing, creating my own lane, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I would definitely tell them to do that. Go out of town, travel, move around, take your ass out the barber shop. You know what I'm talking about? Because if not, you become this person that just knows one routine every day and just shop. So there'll be some times, like and before, I would just, like on Mondays when I don't cut, now that I've been doing like everyday booking, my Mondays and Wednesdays been booming too, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like I do have downtime, you know what I'm saying? I would always come over here, you know what I'm saying? Those are like my downtime is like going by my mom's house, coming by break free, you know, messing with my dogs, stuff like that, little
out
things.
Chubbs.
Shout out to Chubbs. At Chubbs the bully, follow that fool. But like those things, so do that, and then like on the business part, do your taxes. Start doing your taxes now, bro. Because I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. You're gonna turn 25, 30 years old, and then you end up getting somebody. You know what I'm talking about? Then you want to buy something, and you're like, nah, dog. You couldn't. So at one point back in the day when I first thought that, it's like, I got money. Why can't I buy this stuff? Like, no,
that don't mean nothing.
That don't mean nothing to them. You know what I mean? So I learned quick. Shout out to Berto again, because at the time I was Berto's the one that took me underneath his wing. So he's the one that taught me about the taxes. He's the one that taught me about all that stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff that people don't do nowadays. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know, you become a barber, come work in my shop. Come on here, get over here.
Yeah.
Work all day, boom, 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 boom. But a lot of people don't tell them, like, you know, you should have been claiming taxes a long time ago, doing stuff right. You know what I mean? So it'll be those main points right there for if it was somebody coming out of barber college, because all they see is the Instagram stuff. Like, damn, this
they only see what looks good. And how do I get there?
How do I get there? Yeah. So I get that a lot. So a lot of people just be like, damn, this fool just traveling, cutting hair. Man, he be at cool parties. He be cutting hair next to models. He's just doing all this stuff. Not even just weird. Like, I don't understand what June's doing. You know what I mean? But the people that been moving with me from the get go, they know. Like, they seen it. You know what I'm talking about? Because I would say, yo, I want to do this, or I want to do this, and boom, 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 boom. And I would do it, you know what I mean?
No mistake.
No, make no mistake, you know what I mean? I would always get to it. Like, this is the getting signed to Monster was something that we talked about long time ago, you know what I mean? Yeah. It was like something that I told this before, like, damn, that'd be dope if one day I could be sponsored by Monster, the first barber ever, you know what I mean? It was like one of those things that we just threw out there, you know what I mean? But it was something that we all, I was like, shoot, we're gonna make it happen, we're gonna make it happen. We planned for it, you know what I mean? So and that's a lot of things in life. You plan for stuff, and you know, some stuff works, some stuff doesn't, you know what I mean? So it is what it is. And not to mention, when I was fresh out of high school, I had a barbershop, my own barbershop, you know what I mean? So one of my friends, he used to like drop trucks and build trucks and stuff like that. So he rented out this spot, and there was like a office like the size of that in there, right? And I'm like, hey, what you gonna do with that office? He was like, shoot, I don't know. You want to help me go half on rent? You can have the office. I said, shit, hell yeah, come on with. So I was cutting hair for like 8 months in this office, and we're just splitting the rent. I was cutting everybody's hair, bro, 24/7. Midnight, 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning, I was cutting heads all night, because at that point I was starting, I was hungry for it, you know what I mean? Boom, boom, boom. I wanted to do it and do it and do it. So I had my shop, one deep, and I just eventually got out of there, and then I went to barber college and stuff like that. But definitely that'll be the big thing, to keep God first, you know what I'm talking about, obey your parents, and let everything fall in place, do your taxes, you know what I mean, be a people's person. You know what I mean? Because you just never know. Because I had that situation before. I cut ties off a lot of people before. I've known some stuff like that. And there's situations where I come back now and it's like, oh snap, we meet up again. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. You know what I mean? So keep it cool. Be 100 to everybody. It is what it is.
Dope, man.
Simple but effective.
Yeah,
it's right.
It ain't that hard.
On the real though, like knowing you, because the way I met you was through Palmer, my brother. He knew Palmer before me. But
I'm gonna tell you something real quick. You know, Palmer used to pick me up and take me to YA all the time. And I learned how to do windmills. Right? I know how to do windmills by one of your friends, the short guy.
Lewis and
Bruce. It was a
Bruce Ham. Yeah.
He used to make
those little. He
showed me how to do windmills behind his house over here somewhere by the roller skate.
Yeah. But ever since I met you, bro, it's been you've always repped what you rep, and you live by a code and honor that you've set, and that you've learned from your parents, and that you've taken and applied in your own way, but still stuck by that code and live by that honor. And that's something that I've taken from you, and me being your homie, and me knowing you, and me being inspired by you in my way, you being inspired by me, vice versa, all three of us working together. That's always been something that I've taken from you, is that honor that you live by, and that code that you know that no matter how old you get, it's not that you're not stuck. It's not that you're stuck in your ways. You're always growing and changing.
Yeah, for sure.
But you have your code and you have your honor that you live by, and that's always going to be there for the rest of your life.
And that's what, like, whenever we go out of town, you know what I'm talking about? Like, we already know, like, you know what I'm talking about? Like, you know what I'm talking about? I don't want to cuss, but like, we know the bullshit from bullshit when we go out of town. You know what I'm talking about? So we could step off the plane and we could see the nonsense real quick. You know what I mean? Because we're like that. We're alert. We're staying ahead of the game. You know what I'm talking about? And there's some people out there who are not like, not that we're street fools, but where we came from, you know, we grew up in Magnolia. We know. I mean, you of course too. You're growing up. Yeah. So you know, so I'm not the gangsters, but it's around, and it's still around to this day. Like some of the people's hair that I cut and stuff like that, they're high name people. You know what I mean? Yeah. But we can see the shit before it even comes our way. You know what I mean? And that's how we always move, though. You know, even when we go out of town one deep, or when we go with you one deep, all right, peep the scene more. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. There's places we go. You know what I'm talking about? I'm not stupid. I tuck the chains in. You know what I'm talking about? I know what it is. We're too deep. You know what I mean? Like that's being alert. You know what I mean? Like there's places I go. I know I'm one deep over here today.
You gotta adapt.
Yeah, you gotta adapt to the situation. You know what I'm talking Because as soon as you don't, they on you, boom, and it's a wrap. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's why we always rode by that one rule. You know, talking about let y'all know like it is what it is. There's an understanding between us. You know what I mean? But that understanding is not with everybody. Some fools are lost. They're probably book smart, but they're not street smart. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you can't leave them all in the open. They mess around and just get lost. You know what I mean? But that's that understanding that we have and that role that I always ran by. You know what I mean? It's a connection, and I know what it is. I know what I'm here for, and it is what it is. I'm not gonna let nothing else. Real cutthroat, boom, boom. It is what it is. That's it. Plain and simple.
We appreciate you, dog. We love you. You already know the deal, bro.
You already know. Hey, y'all hiring at your new spot? The Northwest spot? Who I gotta talk to?
You know how to beatbox?
Man, yeah.
Let me hear it.
Hey, what's the
Where am I at?
fifth element of hip hop culture?
Barbering. They left us out. I'm finna make that big. We finna make that big.
They didn't want to let you in, but they had to.
In the door.
Last word, advice to B-boys and B-girls out there.
To B-boys and B-girls.
B-boys and B-girls. What's your advice to them?
Oh, y'all better figure it out real quick. I'm gonna tell you one thing. I'm gonna just be real with it, like on some real stuff. All right, yeah, well, I know a bunch of B-boys that are fly, they're cool with it, That's cool. They're gonna run that. You know what I'm talking about? They're gonna be so the way I kind of break this thing down is, I'm from Houston. I'm not trying to be the best in Houston. You know what I'm talking about? I was never set out to be the best barber. That's not me. You know what I'm talking about? I'm not trying to be the best barber in the game for sure. You know what I'm talking about? But I'm gonna tell you how to work this, and I'm gonna make different avenues for me to make this pop off for me, right? So for B-boys, it's the same thing too. Like, I know once you start cutting hair, you could cut hair, right? All right, cool. But I'm sure in the hell is not gonna cut hair for the rest of my life. You know what I mean? For sure that. So now I have to figure out other ways to make money. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about? Make money here, make money there, boom, boom, whatever it may be. Shirts, whatever it is, workshops. There's a bunch of ways for a B-boy to make money, and I've seen y'all two do it. Like, there shouldn't be no reason why any B-boy could go to another city and set up workshops, boom, 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 make some money. You know what I mean? But don't, like, breaking is cool, but you ain't gonna break for the rest of your life. Yeah. So make sure there's certain people that do this. They got a path, like kind of how what you did with your stuff. You know what I'm talking about? Because there's gonna be a day where you're not gonna be able to do that freaking move you did before, right? But you're already set up because you got this, you got this, you got this, you got this, and this is all coming in. Yeah. So yeah, kill the breakdancing game, do what that do. But all these competitions are cool and stuff like that. But it's like you're not gonna be able to compete forever. You know what I mean? I didn't want to cut hair forever, so I already figured the shit out real quick. Like, yo, I gotta do this, I gotta do this, I gotta do this. It might not be moving at the moment, but from what I see in the future, it's booming. You know what I'm talking about?
So when he stops, who's gonna cut our hair?
No, I'm still gonna cut hair. We're not gonna have hair by then. We're gonna be. I might just cut like my inner circle type people. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. But yeah, no,
as long as you keep it like that, it's straight there.
Yeah, it's straight.
We got you, dog.
You already know. But when y'all hire, let me know. I'm trying to. I'm done on the team.
You got a resume?
Nah, I'll get one written up though.
Shout out Monster Energy, Houston Media Source.
Shout out Monster, Houston Media Source.
We love you.
Peace out.
See y'all next Tuesday.
Peace.
With this last one.
Man, that was hard.
Have you ever wanted to have your own TV show? We can make that happen at Houston Media Source. When you walk in the door, all you need is an idea. We have everything you need. Studios, cameras, lights, microphones, and more. All professional quality and state-of-the-art. Get started by attending one of our free orientation sessions every Monday at 6 p.m. at our studios at 410 Roberts near Minute Maid Park. Get more information online at hmstv.org. Make your voice heard with Houston Media Source.